Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I hope you are having a fantastic day. It is time to share another round of in-depth candle reviews, and I have 3 more candles that are ready to go today. So let's take a journey through some more of these spring and summer fragrances. If you are not already subscribed to my channel and you are interested in more of my home fragrance related content like these in-depth candle reviews or my candle hauls or my weekly home fragrance roundup, definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button before checking out of today's video. That way all of my future content will pop up in your subscription feed. Anyway, we're gonna kick it off today with a review of Country Candle Sugared Peony. This is a new fragrance for spring summer 2025 from Kringle. And if you are not aware, this will be the very last run for the Country Candle lineup. Kringle has decided to go ahead and retire the line after this spring summer release. So you are not going to see a fall or winter or holiday collection from Country Candle this year. So if this is a line that you have really enjoyed, I would say pick up your favorites now. I do anticipate that as we get closer to the point where Kringle is ready to remove the products from their website, that they will probably do a pretty significant clearance sale. So stick around for that for sure. But in the meantime, if you're interested in picking up Sugared Peony to be able to enjoy this spring and summer, I'll go ahead and link it at the top of the description box. I will also put my discount code, which is just Melanie15, at the top of the description box there. You can use that to save yourself a little bit of money if you're interested in picking this one up. So let's go ahead and get started by reading through the scent description here. Sheer peony blossoms unfurl their velvet petals, meddling with compliments of fragrant neroli and creamy tuberose amid the soft essence of sweet vanilla orchid. The top notes are floral and white floral. The mid notes are peony and tuberose, and the base is orange flower and vanilla infused musk. So if I were to just give this fragrance a super quick description, I would describe it as a sweet, very feminine, slightly powdery floral. I do not think that the sweetness when it comes to the floral aspects here would be considered a cloying level of sweetness, but you definitely have to enjoy the sweeter florals in order to really get behind this one. Again, there is a little bit of powderiness to it, but not nearly as much powder as Kringle sometimes likes to include in their powdery florals. I think it's a very pleasant level of powderiness, and I think it's actually that vanilla infused musk at the base that is giving us that powdery vibe here. Now, when it comes to the florals, I definitely get a healthy dose of peony first, followed closely by that tuberose. The tuberose is a very, again, white, clean tuberose. And the peony is just a beautiful, like, it just reminds me of a pink peony. Like, just imagine your classic, like, June peony. That's really what I get here. It's really well done, and that tuberose and that peony play incredibly well together. Now, I do also get the orange flower reference in here, but it is definitely not nearly as potent as the tuberose and the peony are. So if you're hoping for a little bit more of that orange flower, I would just suggest pairing one of the other neroli heavy fragrances that came out from this recent spring summer release alongside this one, and you'll definitely get a heavier dose of that neroli. But honestly, I think this is perfect the way that it is. Listen, as far as florals go, I definitely prefer my florals to be a little bit sweeter, and this is very much in line with the types of florals that I naturally gravitate towards. My favorite candles to pair alongside this one have been the Chiffony Parfait and Peony, which is also new for spring summer this year. If you missed my review of that one, I will link that in the description box down below. It pairs really well with this one. The Chiffon Parfait and Peony is a very close dupe to the Parfums de Marly Delina fragrance. If you're a sucker for that perfume, you really want to check out the Chiffon Parfait and Peony. But so that one pairs really well with this one. And then if you really want to amp up a little bit more vanilla in this particular floral, pair it alongside the Leprechaun Treats if you happen to have it, or grab the Kringle Reserve Sweet Cream and burn that alongside this one. I think that like whipped cream strawberry note in the sweet cream is the perfect pairing for these particular florals here. That combination is just to die for. I would highly, highly recommend it. But yeah, this is a great fragrance. I really love this one. I will absolutely pick up at least one more of this particular scent before the end of this summer 2025 here. I don't think that I would want this one in a 4-wick version myself. But I do think that I would definitely want the Chiffon Parfait and Peony in the 2-wick, in the 4-wick. That one is, listen, they're both beautiful. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. But for me, the Chiffon Parfait and Peony is just a little bit above this one. But both great scents. If you like the sweeter florals, I would say that's where I would definitely tell you to go, especially this spring and summer release here. Let's go ahead and discuss the strength and throw next. All right, in terms of strength and throw, this one has been super consistent. As you can see, I am definitely on the last third of this candle here. I have burned it excessively over the last several weeks here. I really enjoy this one, and the strength and throw has been super consistent for me. It is a solid 7 in terms of strength and throw, and that has been from the very get-go of this one. The burn has been quite clean as well. I'll show you that here in a second. But the wax pool that you see right now isn't even the full wax pool. I've had this lit for about an hour and a half. It does take about 2 hours to fully, completely pull out. And once it does, I get a solid inch going here. And again, with that inch wax pool, I'm getting a strength and a throw of an easy 7. It's very enjoyable. It's not headache inducing. And I think it's kind of the perfect strength and throw here for the size of this candle. Let's discuss the overall burn quality. As you can see, I have had a pretty good experience here in terms of a nice clean burn. What I will say is that the wicks are starting to get a little shorter the further down I get in the candle here. I'm not getting puny wicks, but the wicks are not quite as long as they used to be. Let me go ahead and turn this off to the side here. You are gonna see that little scorch mark right there. That was actually from me lighting the candle today. I had it tilted in a way where this flame over here just kind of scorched the side, but yeah, it's not like soot or anything like that. But as you can see, nice, clean, consistent burn here. There is a little bit of discoloration that I can kind of see on the side of the jar, but in terms of the burn overall, that's really pretty good, I would say, for this point in time. Yeah, clean burn. Other than the wicks just starting to, I would say get a little shorter, if you will, as we are nearing the end here. That's really my only complaint. Other than that, it's burned perfectly fine. I have trimmed the wicks slightly between each burn, and that was enough to keep this going perfectly the entire time. So no complaints here. It is one that I do see myself repurchasing. I have really come to enjoy this particular fragrance. And when it comes to florals, these are definitely the types of florals that I tend to just naturally gravitate towards. Anytime that you have a floral that has some sweetness or some vanilla or even just a gourmand note kind of mixed in, that really speaks to me. And this one here is, like I said, a beautiful sweet take on a floral. And if this is something that appeals to you, I would say go for it. It's a beautiful label. It's a gorgeous color of wax. And as you know, now once Country Candle goes away, we are going to be losing the colored wax. I will miss that. That is definitely a part of Country Candle that I will miss. But as it stands right now, I'm gonna enjoy this one, and I hope that it sticks around in the Kringle fragrance lineup and that they transition this one to the 2-wick tumbler jars when the time comes. All right, I appreciate you being here. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.